Listen closely. The world you know is a lie, a glittering cage built on deceit, ambition, and blood. You've been taught to play nice, to trust, to hope. But hope? It's a fool's currency. Power, raw, unyielding power, is the only truth that matters. Welcome to the ruthless game. This isn't a game for the weak. This is where the Machiavellian mind awakens, where darkness becomes your weapon. Are you ready to step into the shadows? Picture this. A king sits on his throne, crown gleaming, advisors bowing. But behind the velvet curtains, a whisper turns to a plot. A knife gleams in the candlelight. A smile hides a betrayal. This is no fairy tale, it's history. Machiavelli knew it. 5 centuries ago, he penned the playbook for the ruthless, the prince. Rule through fear, manipulate the masses, strike before you're struck. And now, that dark wisdom is yours to claim. The world is a battlefield, and every handshake is a potential stab in the back. Your boss? He's eyeing your chair. Your friend? They're waiting for you to slip. In this game, trust is a luxury you can't afford. The Machiavellian mind sees through the masks. Every lie, every scheme. It turns weakness into strength, chaos into control. Imagine outsmarting your rivals, bending fate to your will, leaving them stunned in your wake. That power is real, and it's within your grasp. But this path isn't for the faint-hearted. The shadows you wield can consume you. Every move you make draws eyes, enemies plotting, allies questioning. The air grows thick with tension, every decision a gamble. Will you rise as a mastermind or fall as a pawn? Machiavelli didn't sugarcoat it. To rule, you must be willing to get your hands dirty. To dominate, you must embrace the darkness. This isn't about morality, it's about victory, and victory demands sacrifice. So here's your choice. Stay in the light, clinging to outdated ideals, or step into the ruthless game. Unlock the Machiavellian mind's dark power. Learn to manipulate with precision, strike with cold calculation, become the puppet master in a world of puppets. This journey will test your soul, but the rewards? Untold dominance, unshakable control. The throne is waiting, but only the boldest will claim it. Step into the heart of power. Picture a throne room heavy with the scent of wax and ambition. A king sits, his crown glinting under the flickering candlelight, advisors kneeling at his feet. To the untrained eye, it's a scene of triumph, glory etched in gold. But look closer. The air hums with danger. Every bow hides a dagger. Every smile masks a plot. This is no fairy tale. This is the crucible where rulers are forged and broken. 5 centuries ago, Niccolò Machiavelli walked these halls, not as a king, but as a shadow. Exiled, betrayed, he watched the powerful stumble, and from that darkness, he wrote The Prince, a manifesto not for the righteous, but for the ruthless. It is better to be feared than loved, he declared. The ends justify the means. Words that shook thrones, toppled empires, and turned men into legends. This isn't philosophy, it's a weapon. And tonight, that weapon is yours. Imagine you're in that room. The king leans forward, trusting. His advisor, a man with a serpent's grin, slides a treaty across the table. But beneath his sleeve, a blade waits. The deal is signed, the ink still wet, and then, chaos. The king falls, a puppet cut from its strings. The advisor rises, crown on his head, blood on his hands. No one saw it coming. No one could prove it. That's the Machiavellian mind at work. Silent, deadly, unstoppable. History is littered with their victories. Caesar crossed the Rubicon, not with honor, but with cunning. Elizabeth I played her courtiers like pawns, smiling as she outmaneuvered them all. These weren't saints. They were architects of control. They lied, they schemed, they sacrificed, and they won. Machiavelli didn't invent this game, he decoded it. He saw that power isn't given, it's taken. By force, by guile, by stepping over the bodies of those too weak to fight back. But here's the truth they don't tell you. This power comes at a cost. The shadows you wield can swallow you whole. Every lie you spin tightens the noose. Every betrayal carves a scar. That advisor? He'll sleep with one eye open, knowing the next plot is brewing. The Machiavellian mind thrives on tension. Every ally a potential enemy, every victory a temporary reprieve. It's a dance with the devil, and the music never stops. This is your first lesson. Power isn't clean. It's messy, brutal, unforgiving, but it's within reach. The throne room awaits. The game has begun. Will you seize the crown or be crushed beneath it? The battlefield shifts from steel to subtlety. Imagine a boardroom shrouded in smoke, suits circling like vultures, every word a potential blade. This isn't just business, it's a hunt. The Machiavellian mind doesn't beg for power, it seizes it. Every handshake, every nod, every lie, it's a step toward domination. Welcome to the shadow war, where only the cunning survive. Every move is a trap. That charming grin across the table, it hides a scheme to bury you. The contract you sign could be your shackles, or their ruin. Machiavelli's wisdom cuts through the noise. Know your prey. Spot the flaw in their pride, the crack in their confidence. Offer a favor, then twist it into a debt. Watch them stumble, unaware you've already won. Power isn't chance, it's craft. Master the art of leverage. Promise the world. Deliver just enough to bind them. Plant doubt in a partner's ear. Turn their ambition against them. The Machiavellian mind turns allies into pawns, rivals into wreckage. History echoes this. Borgia rose by breaking trust, leaving enemies in ashes. You can do the same. A whispered rumor, a staged betrayal, and their empire crumbles before they even see your hand. The game grows. The boardroom becomes a battlefield of influence. Your moves ripple. Friends turn to threats, foes to stepping stones. The Machiavellian mind sees it all. Every motive, every weakness. Leak a secret to discredit a rival. Forge a scandal to topple a kingpin. No mercy, no retreat. That's the price of control. Cold, calculated, relentless. But power breeds enemies. That empty chair? Once a contender, now a ghost of your making. The Machiavellian path demands eternal vigilance. Sleep with one eye open. The knife you wield can slice back. Trust is a mirage. Alliances are sand. You stand alone, a ruler forged in deceit, but the weight of the crown presses hard. This is your arena. Conquer it. Turn every deal into a victory. Unleash the Machiavellian mind's dark power and watch the world bend. The next move is yours, but falter, and the shadows claim you. The game demands mastery. Will you rule or fall? The game surges beyond boardrooms into the chaos of war. Picture a battlefield, drenched in rain, thunder roaring like a war cry. Lightning splits the sky, revealing armored warriors clashing in the mud. This isn't just a fight, it's a crucible. The Machiavellian mind doesn't merely survive here, it conquers. Every strike, every retreat, every fallen soldier. It's a calculated move on the grandest stage of power. Machiavelli understood war's true nature. Victory isn't born from valor, but from cunning. Sacrifice a battalion to lure the enemy into a trap. Spread false orders to fracture their lines. A single brilliant feint can turn defeat into triumph. History screams this truth. Hannibal crushed Rome at Cannae, losing to win. You can wield the same art. Command the chaos. Let your foes charge into your snare, blind until the jaws close. Power in war is a game of fear. Make your enemy tremble more than the storm itself. Burn a village to prove your ruthlessness. Offer a truce, then strike when their guard drops. The Machiavellian mind thrives on this edge, where compassion is a flaw and terror is your armor. Watch as armies shatter, not from steel, but from the dread you've unleashed. Your name becomes a curse, whispered in the dark. But war exacts a toll. Every decision scars you. Send scouts to their deaths for intel. Abandon a loyal commander to secure the field. The cost piles high, blood on your hands, whispers in your ears. The Machiavellian path demands you steel yourself, transform empathy into strategy. Your enemies will exploit any crack. Your allies will envy your ascent. Isolation becomes your fortress, but it's a cold, unyielding one. This is the forge of dominance. The battlefield bends to your will. Outthink your adversaries. Turn their strength into their undoing. Plant a spy to sow discord. Forge a letter to lure them into ambush. Every tactic reshapes the war. Every victory a testament to your mind. But the stakes soar. A single miscalculation, and the tide turns. An ally stabs your back. A plan unravels. The Machiavellian mind must evolve or crumble. This is your war. Master it. Unleash the Machiavellian mind's dark power and let the world quake. The next strike is yours to command, but hesitate, and the crown slips through your fingers. The game demands sacrifice. Will you rise as a conqueror, or fall beneath the weight of your own ambition? The thunder waits for your answer. The game reaches its zenith. Picture a grand hall, torches casting jagged shadows across marble floors. A throne looms at the end, surrounded by courtiers with hollow smiles. This isn't just power, it's legacy. The Machiavellian mind has climbed from boardrooms to battlefields, and now it claims the crown. But every king knows, the higher you rise, the harder you fall. This is the final test of dominance. Machiavelli's lessons culminate here. Rule with an iron fist, but cloak it in charm. Reward loyalty with gold, then watch for the dagger it buys. The throne isn't a gift. It's a prize seized through manipulation, fear, and sacrifice. History whispers this truth. Louis XIV dazzled with Versailles while crushing dissent. You can do the same. Shape your court. Turn rivals into vassals. Let every bow be a sign of your unyielding will. Control is absolute. Issue commands that bind nations. Exile a traitor with a smile. The Machiavellian mind sees every subject as a piece. Move them, break them, replace them. Spread propaganda to cement your legend. Let the masses fear and adore you in equal measure. Watch as your enemies plot in corners. Unaware your spies already know their every word. This is power distilled, cold, precise, eternal. But the crown is a burden. The higher you climb, the more eyes track you. That cheer from the crowd, it hides resentment. That advisor's nod, it masks a coup. The Machiavellian mind must anticipate betrayal at every turn. Sleep becomes a luxury, every shadow a potential assassin. Your victories build an empire, but they also forge enemies. Silent, patient, deadly. The throne you've won could become your cage. This is the pinnacle of the game. Rule with ruthlessness, but balance it with cunning. Crush a rebellion before it sparks. Offer mercy to disarm a foe, then strike when they're vulnerable. The Machiavellian mind thrives in this tension, where every decision could secure your reign or end it. Your legacy hangs by a thread, forged in the fires of your own ambition. But falter, and the hall will echo with your downfall. This is your empire. Command it. Unleash the Machiavellian mind's dark power and etch your name in history. The next decree is yours to write, but hesitate, and the throne crumbles. The game demands everything. Will you reign as a tyrant unchallenged, or will the shadows claim their due? The hall waits, silent and judging. The game is nearly over. You've walked the path, through smoke-filled rooms, across blood-soaked fields, to the edge of a throne. The Machiavellian mind has guided you, its dark power reshaping the world in your image. But the final move remains. Power isn't a gift you hold, it's a beast you tame. And now, it stares back, waiting to see if you're worthy. You've learned the lessons. Manipulate with precision. Strike with cold intent. Turn every ally into a tool, every enemy into a stepping stone. Machiavelli's shadow looms large, his words echoing through centuries, proving that ruthlessness builds empires. Caesar, Borgia, Elizabeth, they all danced this dance. You've mastered it. The board is yours, the battlefield silenced, the hall yours to command. But the game never truly ends. The cost is etched in every victory. That blood on your hands? It's the price of dominance. The whispers in the dark? They're the echoes of those you've crushed. The Machiavellian mind thrives on this edge, where every triumph breeds a new threat. An ally plots, a rival rises. The throne you've claimed could topple with a single misstep. Power is a double-edged sword, and the blade cuts both ways. This is your legacy. Will it be one of glory or ruin? The choice is yours. Wield the dark power wisely, and your name will echo like thunder. Falter, and the shadows will swallow you whole. The Machiavellian mind demands constant vigilance. Every smile a potential stab, every silence a brewing storm. You've unlocked its secrets, but the journey never stops. The game evolves, and so must you. Now, the world is your chessboard. Command it, shape it. Let your enemies tremble at your approach, your allies bow in awe. This is the culmination of the ruthless game, where the Machiavellian mind reigns supreme. But remember, the devil you've danced with watches closely. One wrong move, and the crown becomes a shackle. One bold strike, and you solidify your reign. The power is yours to hold or lose. The journey ends here, for now. You've unlocked the dark power. You've tasted the throne. But the game waits, eternal and unforgiving. Subscribe to master the next level. Share this path with those bold enough to join. Click below, and the lessons continue. The Machiavellian mind is yours, but only if you dare to keep it. The shadows call. Will you answer?